involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That throw is not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. On second down now, it's Carson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On third down, Carson. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Wilson, throwing again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On third down, Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Check your hot read. Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
57, Mike 57. Tackle, tackle.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one, and let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
They will face a 2nd and 9 now following the penalty.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Switch, switch, switch.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Room here to run. 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The Seahawks take over.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Check my 21. It's our field.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Go. 280! You don't want none. Give it. Pick up the ball.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Switch. Back. Share. Hey, watch it. Check. Slam.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Throwing his Wentz. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Hey, D-line, let's get it.
Running right, here's Sanders. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
57 the mark. 57.
Shotgun now for Wentz. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
Play, 21, check play 21. I'm on.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson, dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Here we go on fourth with Wilson, being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Now Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Flushed out right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check. Sunday. Watch the eye. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. 25. Check.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Watch twins. Alert 3. Alert 3. Check 3.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
That's good for Eagles. First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. 120. I'm coming after you.
Wentz now on 1st down. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Jalen Mills on the tackle. A gain of 9.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
81.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
57 is the mic.
Hey, orbit.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
74. Here we go.
To throw is Wentz. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Jim.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds and maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Wilson operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Hey, empty. Shift, watch the shift. 82. What's this on?
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
Let's go.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here we go.
Wentz going to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that score gives him a little more separation and a bigger lead.
A little more of a comfort zone now. They can do more things defensively, maybe take a few more gambles as they try to continue to extend their lead.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Seahawks take over
We
first
got
and
this.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. To throw is Wilson on 3rd down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Fletcher Cox, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Now it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
Here we go. Waiting.
Coming. Check the backer.
Kill.
Show it up. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check 3. Check 13.
On 1st down, Sanders. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Right there.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Let's go, Greg.
Kill.
X3, 218, chop.
Check 4. Say. Check. Lucky. Alert flare.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Eagles 49, Seahawks nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing is Wilson. Buying time to his left. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Fletcher Cox and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I know he ain't got it. Check. Fresno.
This on 7. Done.
Now Wentz. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Lion. Great. Kill.
To try again after the sack. Wentz. Man open. It's Goodwin. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Wilson now to throw on third down. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
380.
Check my 21. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right.
On first down, Wilson dancing to his left. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. They run it with Carson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Check my 21. My 21. Check my 21.
On second down, it's Carson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. This is Carson. And an alley to run. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Extra point up and through by Myers as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Watch the whip. Sponge. No. Hatchet.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Watch the curls. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Undercrunch. Check it.
They'll run with Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Lefty.
No gain on the play.
Just like that.
Second and 10.
On second down now, it's Sanders.
By bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Third and 5.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Elliott now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Eagles 63, Seahawks 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be...
And now look at him go. Past the 20, 10, 5. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Here we go. Waiting.
You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
Kill.
Mike's done.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Here we go.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
50's to Mike. 50's to
Wentz to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
He's checking crab. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
I don't think you got it, son.
Here.
Mike 50. Come to my work.
Wentz to throw for it on fourth. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
First and 10 at the 20.
Wentz now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10.
Check nine, check nine. Check. Kill. Shoot. Watch out. Joker.
They run the counter. It's Sanders. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Man left. 4 down.
Done.
He's coming. We got double.
Another run with Sanders. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Eagles, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.